Hey, what's up, guys? Derek Shockman here, local real estate agent here in Las Vegas, Nevada, specializing in Summerlin West. And today I want to talk about Summerlin West and basically the development that's happening. And the reason I really want to talk about Summerlin West is a lot of people will ask me, hey, I want to buy a new construction house. I'm just not ready yet. I'm still probably a year, 2 years out. Am I going to be forced to buy a resale, or will there still be new construction going on? And the answer is yes, there still will be plenty of new construction going on. As you can see here, we got plenty of dirt, and they're actually on their website, Summerlin's website, will tell you, hey, we probably got another 20 years of development before this thing's totally complete, which is a lot of time. Now, obviously, the longer you wait, the higher the price of the house is going to be because things will be appreciating, but nonetheless, you do have time. So Summerlin in general is made up of all these different villages, and Summerlin West is no different. So right now, though, we only have 3 that are complete: Stonebridge, the Vistas, and the Paseos. There's also 4 in progress: Red Point Square, Kestrel, and Kestrel Commons. So you do have time to even get in right now still, although Red Point and Red Point Square are getting closer and closer to be completed. But in a minute here, we're going to basically look at the map of Summerlin West and kind of where these are located and what's going on around them. So I'm going to head over to the website real quick. Let's get out of that. And we're going to go right here. And this is kind of just a nice, like, vague map of, Summerlin West. So as I mentioned, we don't have the other villages on here per se, but you got Red Point Square. Then the urban core is going to be right there: Kestrel Commons and Kestrel. So Red Point is more single family homes, larger homes, right? As you get into Red Point Square, it's more townhouses and condos. And as you get into Red Point Square, as we go into the urban core, you can tell things get more dense. So even the single family homes have smaller lots. And then that's by design, though, right? And so once you get into the urban core, it's going to be even more dense. I'm sure there's going to be more condos there, and there's going to be likely apartments as well. And then on the other side, you see the same, like Kestrel Commons, smaller homes, smaller lots, but more dense. But then as you go out to Kestrel, larger homes, larger lots. So very well planned out. And for those that don't know, Summerlin is a master planned community. So everything has been planned very, very well. And it's no coincidence when you get here and you come here and you drive, everything flows, and it's absolutely amazing. It's very well connected, and I can't imagine it not being even more connected as we get this urban core complete. Now, the urban core, they're starting to, there's roads in, there's stoplights in, there's also markings now on the street. So that's starting to start as well. I don't have a timeline there, but basically we're going to have shopping, we're going to have restaurants. We're going to have, rumor has it, a Whole Foods, Target. I wouldn't even be shocked if there's a movie theater. Obviously, there'll be gyms. There'll be all sorts of stuff in the urban core at some point. And for people that live in Red Point, in Kestrel Commons, and even Red Point and Kestrel, it's going to be extremely walkable. I mean, you're going to be able to get to these things within a 5 to 10 minute walk, which in Vegas is amazing because Vegas is known to be a car town. It's not really like, urban in regards to like, hey, I'm hopping out, I'm going to walk down and get a beer at the local bar. That's not really the vibe. So, I always call it a driving city, but I mean, with how they're developing this, with the urban core, there's going to be villages around it that are going to be absolutely walkable, and you're going to be able to get to a lot of things right outside your front door. So, and what's cool too is this grand park they're going to build, which is going to have views of the La Madre Mountains and the Red Rock Canyon Reserve. So that's all going to be basically all connected. I'm calling this a mix between suburbia, urban, and nature. The fact that we're elevated here right against the mountains, it's very aesthetically pleasing. Being on the west and at night being able to see that sunset come over those mountain peaks, it's one of those things that I enjoy most about living in Las Vegas is those evening sunsets, both in the summer and the winter, and especially when you mix in a little clouds. They just hit different. So anyways, getting a little off track there. Summerlin West, great place to basically call home, and a very good variety of different types of houses. Now, my wife and I, we actually moved here from Seattle, Tacoma. So we actually bounced back and forth still. So we bought in Red Point Square. And one of the biggest reasons we bought in Red Point Square was, okay, number one, entry price point lower. So right now, I think the lowest price point I'm seeing is about $430, right? And that's for a brand new construction townhouse condo by Lennar. So we like the fact that, like, hey, very low maintenance, don't have to worry about it. It's kind of like, hey, when we leave, we don't have to worry about anything in the yard, etc. So that's perfect. But really, more than anything, it was the entry level price point, and that's what Summerlin West is doing a pretty good job of. Is they're creating all this different types of housing so that different types of people can get in, and different people with different needs can get in. It's not just your vast, large, 4,000 square foot homes. No, we have a little bit of something for everybody. So that's amazing to see. And my guess would be, though, as the villages develop towards the mountains to the west, I bet you that those homes are going to be a little bit more grand and probably have more space. But who knows? We'll see. I have no information on that. That is just speculation. But as you can see, just a ton to do. I mean, like I said, urban, suburbia, and nature all in one, which is just an amazing thing. Now, what's awesome about the Summerlin website, by the way, is if you guys need any information about it, Summerlin, this is where I would go. This is where I went before I even moved here. So you can find a home, which is going to give you a list of different builders. And basically, it's going to give you a breakdown of the culture and basically just what's going on around. And downtown Summerlin is another obviously great place. And they take a step back, because the urban core is supposed to be like a downtown Summerlin. I don't think it's going to be as large as a downtown Summerlin, but it's going to be like the yin to its yang, right? So, I mean, it's going to be a vibe just like downtown Summerlin is. And what's so cool, guys, about basically buying in Summerlin West, although we don't have like a ton of shopping right next to us yet, downtown Summerlin is a 5-minute drive. I mean, we're just west of the 215. You jump on that, you get it off an exit down Charleston, it's money, right? So like it is one of those things that, yeah, we don't have anything right out our front door yet, but we will. And for now, it's easy to get to downtown Summerlin. It's easy to get to Costco, 5-minute drive, Red Rock Casino. I mean, it's so well connected. It's not a problem. So anyways, that was just a quick thing about that, because like the location, especially too, being close to that 215 for commuters, just amazing depending on where you're going. I mean, you can get almost anywhere in 15 or 20 minutes from this location. Obviously not if you're going to the complete other side of the valley, but even the airport I usually get there in about 22 minutes. So it's very fast. And the bottom line, though, guys, is there's a really good opportunity to get into Summerlin West now or in the next couple of years and still see plenty of growth in regards to appreciation from all the development. Because the one thing I know about real estate is when you buy and it almost just looks like dirt around you, but then like businesses start popping up, more houses start popping up, the appreciation goes up and up and up. So Summerlin is already a place where home values stay steady very well compared to the rest of Las Vegas. And you mix that in with the development that's going on and basically what this place is becoming, it's a no-brainer. And right before we leave here, I do want to tell you that the new construction builders that you can look for, because oftentimes when you look on, say, Zillow or Redfin or Realtor.com, it's hard to find just the new construction homes. You can look up Toll Brothers, TriPoint, Lennar, Taylor Morris, Richmond American. The list goes on. And actually, if you guys would like a new construction search set up for you so that basically you can get up-to-date information on who's building what and where, you can always email me at Derrick, that's DERRIK, at windermere.com, and I'll get you set up on a new construction search. And if you would like a resale one, I can do that as well so you can compare. But I absolutely think that living in Summerlin West is one of the best decisions we've made, and I can't wait till we transition here full time, as I do bounce back and forth between here and Seattle, Tacoma to sell real estate, as my wife is still based in Seattle. So anyways, guys, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll try to get to them. And thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you soon.